I feel that the Kane Chronicles books get really underrated. But these books definitely deserve the fangirling, raving review that I'm about to give them. In The Throne of Fire, the second book in the Kane Chronicles series, Sadie and Carter did succeed in rising Ra, the sun god, but they also succeeded in rising the god of chaos Apophis, which isn't particularly good. So now Sadie, Carter, and the rest of the Brooklyn House of Life crew have to figure out how to destroy this god of chaos before he swallows the sun. And not only do they have to do that, but they also have to deal with all the House of Life magicians fighting against each other. So to find the answer to destroying the shadow of Apophis, they have to trust this really deceptive and evil magician, which could either lead them to help saving the world or could end in their deaths. So, The Serpent Shadow is the third book in the Kane Chronicles series by Rick Riordan. And if you probably know Rick Riordan from the Percy Jackson series. And a lot of people, I don't know why, but a lot of people don't like the Kane Chronicles series. They're like, oh, but Percy Jackson's better. It's still a good series. Even if they're written by the same author, you can't compare them all the time. They're different books. But I really enjoyed this one. It was literally the best book out of the series. And I loved the character. I love these characters. Like, I am emotionally attached to all of these characters. Especially Waltz and Anubis and Sadie. Speaking of those three, that ending was just perfect. I mean, usually with love triangles, it's like, oh, you have to pick one or the other. But Rick Riordan, it's like, hey, what about we just put those two guys that you know, you're fighting to pick which one, you don't know which one to pick. Let's just put them in one person. I mean, Rick Riordan comes with the most perfect solution. If I was Sadie, I would not have a second thought about it. I mean, honestly, it's two amazing guys put into one perfect person. And besides, it's a god. And a human boy who's an amazingly attractive person. In one person, that's just, like, amazing. And at first, in the first two books, I did not like Zia that much. But in this book, she really did grow on me. I really liked how Carter and Zia's relationship ended up. It's so sweet and cute, and I love it so much. It's just the cutest thing ever, and I love it a lot. And let me just say, the action in these books are absolutely amazing. Like, usually in a lot of books, you have the male, who is usually the dominant, more aggressive, more awesome person, usually in a lot of books, like Percy Jackson and Harry Potter and a bunch of other books. But in these books, it's the girls. I mean, Sadie, Zia, they are amazing fighters and just plain amazing people. They are awesome. And I really like how Rick brought all the characters from the first and second books into this book for the final battle. I just love that a lot. The relationship between Carter and Sadie went from just, that is the coolest thing ever, to it's the most amazing and epic thing ever. And I love their brother-sister relationship. For them not being, like, together, like, continually for many, many years, and then from going from that to spending all their time together, I love their relationship so much. Literally one of my favorite relationships that I've ever read in any of the books that I've read, which is saying a lot, because I've read a lot of books. And Rick Riordan, you are a genius. Like, I loved your crossover and the Throne of Fire, but this one, bringing Drew and Lacey in from Camp Half-Blood, I'm just, ugh, you are a genius. I was reading and I'm like, hey Drew, that sounds really familiar. And then you mentioned Lacey, I'm like, why does it sound so familiar? And then I was like, and then you mentioned summer camp, and I'm like, oh my god, Rick Riordan, you are the best writer ever. I seriously can't comprehend how amazing that crossover was. I got really, like, overly excited about it. Just, this crossover, I couldn't get over it. And I'm just like, please, please, please let there be a Kane Chronicles mention in the Mark of Athena. Because that would, like, seriously make my day. I now want to go back and read Lost Hero and Son of Neptune to see if there are any more Kane Chronicles references. Because that would make my day even more. So, this book definitely gets, like, a 5 out of 5-star rating. If I could, I would give it a 10 million out of 5 stars because this book was amazing and epic and just, I love the fighting and the romance. Just absolutely amazing. And if you haven't read this, you need to go right now. Go pick up The Red Pyramid, the first book. Just pick it up because it's amazing and you will love the series just as much as you love Percy Jackson if you've read it. So, challenges. In case you didn't know, after we review a book, we challenge our fellow book nerds, Gemini, Jake, and Halee, to read the choice of the reviewer, which is me. So, this week, I am going to challenge you guys, all 3 of you, and our viewers, to read any book by Rick Riordan. It can be Percy Jackson, it can be the Kane Chronicles, it could be the Heroes of Olympus, but it really wouldn't make any sense if you didn't read Percy Jackson first. You can even read the 39 Clues book that he wrote. I don't even care. You need to read a book by Rick Riordan or your life isn't complete. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for even more book nerdishness. And you can visit our website, bookaddictblog.blogspot.com. And you can go to follow me on Twitter at HAYY6747. And just share this with your friends. And I hope you enjoy our little project. And there will be much, much more to come. Bye, guys.